Hello, beautiful people. What's going on? I am forward, never back. I am forward because I am better than I was 2 weeks ago. I just said that on Instagram and I thought it was dope. So here I is. Hello, everybody. My name is Sonja Marie with Wordlife Astrology. Here on this wonderful, wonderful Monday. It's July 29th. Say what? 2024, and I'm so happy to be here. In case you don't follow me on Instagram, I do want to repeat some more information. I want to be able to say, first and foremost, thank you. Thank you to all the beautiful people who have supported me here on YouTube. Trust me, I vacillated back and forth about whether I should keep this channel going. But when 1 or 2 or 10 or 20 or 300 people press that like button, when they leave a comment and say something has resonated with them, it affects me. It absolutely affects me because the reason why I got into this business in the first place, the reason why I adopted this modality called Western astrology was only for us to see ourselves so we can foster better relationships with one another, so we can be better on this trek that we call life. That's for real. So when it's not working any longer, possibly, maybe because a bunch of people are going in another direction, that's okay. They're not trying to listen to me and what's coming through me any longer, and I'm okay with that. But as long as you're listening, I'm going to be here. But I want to tell you, I'm going to switch it up just a little bit. And please be patient with me as I change my format and the way I deliver information to you over the next couple of weeks, okay? I'm trying to hone in and be smarter instead of working harder. You dig what I'm saying? It's so wonderful being here, and I'm so glad the 13 of us have come from Belize, the 7th annual Wordlife Astrology retreat that is unscathed. Safe, trust me, because we were climbing up temples and gosh darn almost falling off and going down calm rivers but not knowing what's underneath, like the Loch Ness monster or something, and alligators and caimans. I'm just saying, we made it back. And we had such an awesome life-affirming time. Really did. If you went to Belize, please put some comments down below. Let people know if you liked it. If you didn't, 1 or 2 people filled out a survey and was like, it wasn't enough free time. It wasn't enough this. You can never please everybody all the time. Trust me, I've learned doing this thing. You can't do it. So I'm so glad that y'all chose me, though, and I hope the 8th annual Wordlife Astrology Retreat, if God allows it to happen, will be just as successful and awesome as well. Y'all ready for some astrology? Let's get to it. So as I change up my format, I'm going to try to do the astrology part, a little bit quicker, with a little bit more downloads and some conversation. Because for those who don't know astrology and for those who liked my lives better, there's a few of you out there, I know that. You like my lives better because I was able to talk to you in your terms, right? I was able to translate astrology in the way that you felt was palatable. And sometimes when I do it in this type of format, it can go over people's heads. So I'm going to do my best. And I won't explain everything, y'all. I'm just taking my time today to explain. I'm going to do my best to explain the changes, but explain astrologically what's happening in this week a little bit more concise in a way in which you can understand. You ready? Okay, let's talk about it. Because first of all, today is Monday and the moon is in Taurus. So we should feel calm. Do you feel calm? Do you feel like you want to pause? You want to eat? You want to take a breath? Want to talk to a few people in a slow way? Well, I don't. I'm just joking. I do feel that inside, but I'm excited to be with you. So today with the moon in Taurus, look for that calm, emotional approach to people and things. It will help you to get through some rough spaces. Now, here's a download. There's too much going on in the universe to express to you what is really happening. However, some never. If you want to like stalk your girl and do a serious Sonja Marie deep dive on this YouTube channel, you can go back to several videos and realize that we have been accumulating our life's messages, rearranging some things, reinventing ourselves over and over for the last couple of years in order to get to this moment in time. And this moment in time, good God, we are being rearranged to a point in which not only people are leaving and situations are going out the way or moving out the way voluntarily and sometimes involuntarily, right? we are also getting to a point where we are seeing ourselves a little bit more clearer. Now, the good thing about that is the obvious. When we see ourselves, sometimes we love ourselves and we discover some things about ourselves that we didn't before. And we become a little happy about that. We feel victorious. We feel proud on some level. However, there are some things that we're discovering about ourselves that's deep-like, that's Pluto-like. And again, I'm not going to bore you with too many astrological terms, trying not to in this new format, but I'm going to tell you like this. Pluto is a big culprit because Pluto going deep, deep in its retrograde stage, deep, deep into our, for the lack of a better way of saying it, our past. But the thing about the past in which we're going deep, deep in is the fact that we are uncovering things about our personality that we utilized in order to block out pain, in order to become the better version of ourselves. In quotes. Y'all didn't see that as my hands are down here. We are exposing to other people and ourselves our mean nature, our frustrations, our need to control, knowing that we can't control anymore. We are exposing the escapisms. We are exposing, with Neptune involved, we are exposing the habits and the traits that we've accumulated and accommodated for ourselves in order to survive in this world. Case in point, maybe you're the type of person, an example, maybe you're the type of person that prides themselves on loving your pina colada, girl. You love your pina colada, or you love your little single shot of whiskey, my friend. Or, I don't want to be like gender weird, but women drink whiskey and guys drink pina coladas too. Anyway, I just want to be fair. The bottom line is this. You depended on an escapism or some type of coping mechanism, whether it be a drink, a dude, a chick, a nice blanket, a house, a small house, a big house, something that you identify with to cover up pain. You drink so you're not too big in the room. You smoke so you can cloud out what other people are saying and you can only listen to what God is saying. You have nice clothes and nice things because you'd rather walk in a room and have people idolize you based on what you look like and not what you say or what you feel. I want y'all to get this. And these are very superficial examples, but I can't touch and reach every example that you may emulate. But how about this? If it's embarrassing, that's it. If it's something you don't want to tell nobody, not even your spouse, your best friend, that's the thing that's being uncovered, in which you can no longer lean on any longer in this new space that we are going to. This new life, this new era. The light is about to win. But understand this, it's going to get really, really difficult, really challenging before the light takes over and helps to bring balance again. So, if you're the type of person that's not paying attention to these weird idiosyncrasies, these things that you use to cover up the small child in you so she or he is not affected, the things that you use to make you look bigger but you're actually this big, the falsities that has allowed you to walk the planet unscathed, so to speak, is being found out. They're all being found out. How are you dealing with that? Please tell me in the comments. Tell me how, like the only way to heal through this, y'all, is to be freaking vulnerable. Be vulnerable. Nobody knows you on this thing. Leave a comment and tell us what's going on with you. Expose yourself to yourself and everybody else so you can be one step closer to healing that thing, because you can't take it with you. All right? Moving on. Tomorrow, Tuesday, the moon will be in Gemini. When it's in Gemini, it's going to conjunct Mars. The moon will be in Gemini and sextile the sun. The moon will be in Gemini and conjunct Jupiter. Ooh, Tuesday's a heady kind of day in the most best way possible. Now, here's the deal with all that involved, right? Just take it like this. This Gemini energy, which is very, very superficial in the best way possible. It takes things at face value. Gemini energy, which is communicative. Gemini energy, which is definitely about a brother-sister camaraderie kind of feel. Gemini energy is about the intellect and about the ability to compartmentalize things in many different ways effectively. So on Tuesday, if you are firing away with all of these ideas and all of these thoughts and different conversations and emails and phone calls and blah, 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 you rocking like Gemini style that day. That's what the moon, the emotional availability is telling you to do. But as it's telling you to do that, hone in on the fact that it's also giving you motivation because it's hooking up with Mars. It wants to move you along, motivate you, not with anger, but with propulsion. Utilize those ideas and move is what that says. Also, it's sextile in the sun, so you're going to shine. And whatever information that's being given, and it could kind of lean over into ego areas, so watch out. All your information and all your ideas may not be the best ideas and the best information. You can shine in it for whoever it works for, but it may not work for everybody, boo-boo. Relax yourself, all right? And then lastly, tomorrow with that moon in Gemini, it wants to conjunct, what? Jupiter in Gemini. Now hold on. If you can find some kind of way to understand the information that's coming through and how it not only affects you in the best way, but affects everybody. Here comes the blessings. Here comes Jupiter. Here comes the opportunities. Maybe some surprises are coming to give you an opportunity because what? You was good on your word. Gemini style. Yo, I'm trying to do this in a new way. I hope this is resonating with you. Again, drop a comment and say, Sonja, I like the astrological terminologies. It helps me. Or, Sonja, this is a little bit better. I adhere to both. I just want to know what you're thinking. I'm trying to make this best for you and me. As the week goes on, and Wednesday flies in here, the moon in Gemini will sextile Venus in Taurus. Now, this is interesting. You know why? Because Venus is about to change. So this is a good position in which whatever it is that you value while it's in Leo and a proud, confident kind of state, stay with that, boo-boo. Stay with that. Understand that. Pocket some of that courage. Tuck it in your throat. Put it under your left boob. Put it in your pocket, in your back pocket with your wallet. Whatever you need to do, harness it and make it a part of your makeup. Okay? Because you're going to need that little bit of will, that little bit of courage that says, you know what? I'm the bomb diggity. I could do whatever it is that I want to do, whatever I feel passionate about. I'm going to release it with a lot of emotion and with a lot of ideas and conversations and all things. I'm just going to be bright on Broadway. It's dramatic. But the bottom line is that you feel good about the things that you know, so you confidently want to push it through. All good in the hood, baby. Because on Thursday, when the moon goes into Cancer, things get a little bit, sensitive. We want to feel. So here's the deal. As we seal that up, right? As we are feeling when the moon goes into Cancer on Thursday, or as we are opening up and intuiting how our confidence level, how people's confidence level are affecting us, allowing us to relate to the world, what we can trust and what we can't. We are either feeling a little safer emotionally or unsafe emotionally. Check yourself on that. How does one's confidence throw you off? Does it make you feel safe? Does it make you feel unsafe? How does your own confidence throw you off? Now, that's a real question. Pause and wait a minute for this download. You know why that's a real question? Because I'm going to tell you like this. Oftentimes, we don't want to believe our own hype. Oftentimes, and I said this on YouTube very briefly, oftentimes we have to talk ourselves into how dope we are and how passionate we are about the things that Spirit told us what to do when we were slipping through our mother's womb. So we have to reintroduce ourselves to ourselves. You dig what I'm saying? And in that way, that Cancer moon allows us to take it all in, to see how dope we are, to respond to that thing in a loving kind of way, to allow us to stand firm in that thing and to address ourselves as such. Yes, I am courageous. Yes, I am willful. I am sensitive to these things, but it's okay. I can be who I am through and through, and I can feel safe in regards to that. Why? Because I trust me. It's about time we learn to trust ourselves just a little bit more, y'all. Trust the confidence that's coming up. Trust the abilities and the skills that you've been working on. Trust that when you're ready to exercise it and practice it, you're not going to do the things that you did last year or 10 years ago. Trust that nobody's going to pull the rug from underneath your feet. They're not going to take your money this time. They're not going to have sex with you and leave the next morning. Trust that you're going to be able to handle it, even if it does happen that way, in a different type of way, to garner more confidence in you and say, thank you for the lesson, but I know how to deal with it from here on out. Applaud yourself for that. Yo, it's going down. So many changes are happening within and without. We cannot keep up. But here's what I will say as a download. Stay clear. Stay sober. Stay emotionally safe. And again, with that moon being in Cancer at the end of the week, it's really about being around people that you feel, that you know that are not coming in your heart to take you out. You feel that people are celebrating your heart, are celebrating your compassion, your love, your empathy. Rock with them, all right? Because it's time to feel safe so we can be bigger. On Friday, the moon stays in Cancer, but Friday is interesting because that confidence may slip out the back door for a brief moment. Why? Because Venus, right, before it goes into Virgo, it will square in Leo, Uranus in Taurus. Now, what I want to say about that is that all that confidence that you had absolutely will be challenged by the fact that now you got to make changes based on this new feel that you got. Wait, hold on, holla. I was just playing. I mean, I feel confident. I think I can move a building, but I might pull my hamstring. I don't know. I might need about 5 or 6 people. Hey, do you believe that you can move the building? Do you believe that you are a manifester? Do you believe that your man or your woman is waiting for you? Do you believe it's not just the money, but do you believe the worth and the amount of money that is coming to you based on the fact that you already paid for it? You already put the energy out there. So whatever is coming to you is paying you back for what you put out already. Do you believe that? Well, act like it. Because it's asking you to change with Uranus there. It's asking you to show improve. It's asking you to pivot. It's asking you to make the unique choices that some other people will not make. Because why? Because they scared. You know how many people are around us all in this moment in time that will criticize us, right? That will talk about us, that will, again, break us down, that will build us up and put us on a pedestal. And in the moment we do a little too much or we show our human, oh my God, who is that? They look whack. Oh my God. I thought, and here comes the criticism. But here's the thing. Sometimes you have to go through the hard parts in order to get to the change. I'm saying all this to say is that some people and some things will look at change as a way of stopping their value because what has worked for them for so long, what has been valuable for them for so long has worked and has sustained an egoic presence, has sustained a way in which you thought you need to survive in this life. But here's the thing. Life is changing. The world is changing. Vibrations are changing. There's no more value in being the head honcho. There's no more value in being the 1% of the 1% of the 1%. There's no more value in being mean. There's no more value in talking shit and getting over on people because you think that's going to hurt them and jab them in the side. There's no more value in these weird petty ways in which you've been acting and been formulating ways to be because you've been hurt. There's no more value in that. There's value in the compassion. There's value in the open-heartedness that's coming in this new life and in this new world that we're living. So you got to change Uranus style in order to get that. You got that? Saturday, the moon is in Leo. Ow, find a party to go to. That's all I want to say. And happy solar return to my cute niece, JoJo. I see you soon, boo-boos. And then we're going to end it with Sunday. Because Sunday is a Sunday. Sunday's a good day. I'm just saying. Sunday, Venus goes into Virgo. And I have a mouthful to say about this, but I won't. Sunday, when Venus goes into Virgo, I want you to look at the upside and the downside. And I'll give you an example of each. The upside with Venus being in Virgo is the fact that, oh my God, we can value. Again, Venus is about value, it's about love, it's about worth, it's about money. Venus says in Virgo, Be a mouse. Be very, very particular about the little corners in which everything is in, because in some way, if we can effectively, in some way detached, bring those little details together, we can make a nice, solid project, whether that be yourself or a literal career project or whatever. The bottom line is that the details help to make the puzzle complete. However, some never, in a good way, right? You pay attention to the details. However, some never, in the other part of the downfall, energy always has an up and a down. The down of that is being hypercritical about things that you're doing, and then you become a deer in the headlight. I don't want to do shit. The other thing is being hypercritical about things that you love and value towards another person. That can be damaging, as well as hypercritical to yourself, but to other people, and start arguments and all kind of weird relationships issues. Why? Because now you're afraid. You're afraid because you are the deer in the headlights, and you're projecting that fear on other people through criticism, harsh criticism. That Venus Virgo, good God. And the downslide is harsh criticism without any solutions. And the only real reason is because you want to nitpick on the things that people do that you don't have the balls and the courage to do. You don't want to jump in the pool, but you stand on the side of the pool and be like, ooh, swim over there. Oh, do a backflip. I don't want, my hair's going to get wet. Not teasing those that don't know how to swim or don't like to swim because their hair gets wet. But the bottom line is that, are you afraid? Are you afraid? Is that why you're on the sidelines? Well, be quiet in regards to anybody else jumping in the pool, not unless you tell them you need a life preserver, not unless it matters. You get that? That's all I got to say, y'all. Now it's time for a card. You like this? Now today, I decided to go in my bag of cards and pull out an animal spirit card today, only because that's what they told me. And I also want to roll one of my astro die to see what planet is going to be very, very important for us this week, okay? A couple of new modalities that I want to roll in, and I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. Trying to do the thing in a better way. Now, for these animal cards, I do read the reverse because they have a reversal meaning and description in this book that comes with it, and I think it oftentimes really hits. So with that being said, the horse comes in today, reverse. If your ego has gotten in the way, you may have failed to notice the lack of respect you've been receiving from others. You may, on the other hand, be struggling with others who are abusing their power. Should I say something? Should I fight my desire to put them in their place? You may be asking. Remember the times in your life when you have fallen out of grace with Great Spirit, and then have compassion for the brothers and sisters who are now doing the same. If you are overpowering another or feeling overwhelmed, horse medicine in both the dignified, which is upright, and the contrary, which is the reverse, positions is a simple reminder of how to balance your shields. In allowing all pathways to have equal validity, you will see the power and the glory of the unified family of humanity. This is the gift of the rainbow warrior or warriors. That's the horse. The I has no place in this whirling, swirling rainbow. That comes from the great mystery and is replaced by the universal we. All colors of the rainbow and all pathways are honored as one. Apply this knowledge and reclaim the power you have given away by forgetting to come from compassion. Untangle yourself from the present situation and understand that every human being must follow this pathway to power before galloping upon the winds of destiny. Ashe. Now, if you didn't get that because of the language or you just didn't get it, the bottom line is that horse means power. And horse has a way of either solidifying power or taking it away. So again, has someone taken away your power? Have you forcibly taken someone's power or energetically taken someone's power? Understand is what they're saying, what this message is saying. and what they're saying is that we are all on this road together, and we are all adjusting and being reborn and dying and being reborn and making mistakes and coming back and apologizing and understanding. We're all in it. So our need to be more compassionate is necessary. It doesn't mean that we have to change our boundaries. That doesn't mean that we cannot be discerning. It just means to be compassionate to ones that's next to us that are literally going through the same upheaval as you. And then lastly, I'm going to roll a die to see what planet is coming up for us, and it's powerful energy that wants to lead us on this week. Ashe. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can see this, but that's Jupiter. That's Jupiter. That's Jupiter. Jupiter says, yo, look for the blessings, cousins. Stay in the opportunities. Stay in the open-heartedness. I love Jupiter so much. Sagittarius is planet. It says, pay attention to the upside of life. Because trust and believe that downside and the dark side and all the things around it is going to happen. So if you're on that horse, or upside down horse, if you feel like you need more blessings in your life, stay with compassion. Stay open and allow it to find you, because it will. It absolutely will. Those who are being diligent in this time, that are continuing to do the self-work, that are finding peace by sight, and that are connecting with each other from an open-hearted perspective, as well as holding our boundaries firm. We're the ones that's surviving in this storm. Pay attention to that, and don't let the outside distractions take you down, okay? I'll be back next week. I promise. Now unless God takes me off the planet. Y'all take care, okay? Be good to yourself. Be good to other people as well. And I'll see you soon. Adios, beautiful people.